YouTube? It's your boy Seth with Urban Spirits. Got another good one for you today. We back. No intro this time. We gotta talk. We gotta have a conversation, y'all, man. I hope y'all can see me. Y'all should be getting this video a day before the tournament come back. I know y'all wondering why was he gone 2 weeks when he promised he wasn't gonna be gone this year. I did. But something happened. I know you've seen the title. I almost died. That is a true statement. Nothing crazy about an accident and nothing like that. Just tell you the story, man. As simple as that. I'm trying to make this quick so we can get to the tournament tomorrow. But please watch this video. If you get to this point right here, watch the video, because life will throw things at you where you won't see coming, and if you don't pay attention, you can go down the wrong road real fast. Anyway, you don't know I'm a chef. I work at a nightclub, and I am a chef there, and I work a lot. I'm not like I'm almost my own independent contractor, but I make a lot. I do decent there. And how can I start a story? I noticed within the last maybe month, I became a little bit more lazy, and more so within the last 2 weeks. I'm not sure when you're seeing this video how healed I am now, because I kind of took a break for a second. Hence the reason why you haven't seen a video in 2 weeks. Was because I've been working my tail off. You know what I'm saying? And I believe hard work gets you where you need to be, and that is the truth in certain instances. In this instance, there was an issue with it. But anyway, I noticed I had been a little lazier within the last month or so. Within the last couple of weeks, about 2-3 weeks or whatever, I had noticed I had breathing problems. I didn't understand. When I would go to sleep and I would breathe, you would hear your chest moving like, and I noticed that I was like coughing up a lot of mucus and stuff like that. Just random. To me, I thought it was just me getting over a cold, so I take NyQuil and stuff like that just to kind of, whatever. And I was still doing everything. I was still getting videos and everything, because videos are recorded. I just gotta edit them and then post them. And that's the sad, hard part about everything. Is that part, which ain't really hard when you normal, but when you're not normal, it's kind of get funky. Neither here nor there. I just noticed that I had a lot of random breathing problems. So like me, I went down the pathway of Google to find out. I typed in I looked at all the symptoms and hard to breathe and this and this and this, and the pathway ended to me having pneumonia. At the time, by the time I figured that out, I felt like I was already a weekend. So I was hoping that it would be almost going out of my system instead of coming in, because I had it for a while before I noticed. Those times I couldn't even sleep. That's how bad it was. It didn't hurt. It just made you. It's hard to breathe. Like, it ain't even hard to breathe. It's like every time you get a couple amount of breaths, your lungs fill up with mucus and you gotta cough it out. Something weird. I don't know how to explain it. Neither here nor there. I don't have insurance, so that was one of the biggest issues. And what I did was I was like, I was under the impression that if you don't have insurance, you are not allowed to be seen by any doctor, period. I also was under the impression, a lot of this stuff has changed now that I know, that the insurance window for you to get insurance was between November and January, something like that. It's called the healthcare enrollment window or something. I don't know what it's called. If you go to all the healthcare sites, that's what they say. But based off of what I've learned was that you can get it any time of the year. You just got to go to a private insurance, and I didn't know that. So both of those ignorances got me to the conclusion of what I just had to deal with it myself. Talking to one of my friends, he told me that his son had got sick and he took him to something called emergency care. Never heard of that. I was like, what is that? And come to find out, it's where you can go if you have money. You can get whatever you have dealt with by just paying, instead of just having to go through your insurance and all that good stuff, whatever. So I'm like, okay, I think it's called urgent care or emergency care, one of the two. I'm not sure. So then I went to do a deposit at the bank, and I was telling him my symptoms. I think I got pneumonia, and my banker, the head banker, was like, "Hey, I had something like that too." And I went to our urgent care. I think it's called urgent care. And yeah, I just paid like a couple of $100, and they gave me a shot in the butt, and my pneumonia was gone. I was like, cool, shoot. Well, that's 2 people telling me about this thing that I ain't never heard of. So let me go check it out. So the next day, I think it was a Thursday. And yeah, it was a Thursday right before the Drake video dropped. A lot of y'all didn't watch the Drake video. Go watch the Drake video, damn it. It was a very good video. But yeah, I was my goal was to wake up that morning, go to urgent care, cause I heard it don't take long to get everything done. Get shot in the butt, get rid of pneumonia. And then I had bought some tickets to go see Ant-Man and the Wasp, because that was the debut. That shows you when all this happened. Give you a kind of time frame. So, yeah, I go to urgent care. The first urgent care was like, they didn't have enough doctors, so they didn't have enough time to see me. So I went to another one, which was an Emory. I'm in Atlanta. That's one of the biggest hospitals out here. The Emory urgent care. I went there. He said, well, perfect, we ain't got nobody here, so we can see you right away. Went in the back. They sat me down, do all the normal doctor stuff, get your blood pressure. As they're doing my blood pressure, his eyes opened up like, whoa. And I was like, well, what's going on? What's going on? You know? And he leaves the room, comes back with 3 doctors. 2 of the doctors, one doctor had a flashlight, the other doctor's like, bro, can you see? Are you okay? You good? Can you see? Like, yeah, I can see what's going on. What's going on? He's like, you have one of the highest blood pressures we've ever seen in our life, and we've been here for a long time. I was like, what? He's like, bro, you need to go to our emergency room ASAP. We can't even treat you for pneumonia right now. I don't even know if you got it. You need to go to urgent care for high blood pressure. So to me, you know, I've always heard our blood pressure you got to watch out for, but I never understood the severity of what it was. Went to the urgent care. A lot of the doctors, they so used to seeing people with like come in that say they in the emergency. No, I went to the emergency room. This is a hospital. I went to the actual hospital. And you know, you see a lot of people. They see so many people with emergencies that's not really emergencies. So they in their, how the doctors be talking, in their mind it's not an emergency unless you can prove it. So I was talking to like 2 different, first doctor seeing me, she was like, don't worry about it, you be good to go, you probably can leave in any second or whatever, let me just check it out, you know. They say it's an emergency at those places, but it really don't be an emergency. She looked at the reader and was like, whoa, well yeah, maybe you can't stay. Yeah, so in doing so, I know it's funny now because it's over with, but I was kind of like, I told my parents, I didn't know what was going on. I was like, dang, like, is it really this serious? Can go upstairs or whatever. It's called hypertension. I was almost double the normal amount, which is, they said if I would have kept going, I could have easily had a stroke within a day or 2. That's what they said. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was a blessing that all these things happened to be put in that situation to be taken care of. Long story short, I did have pneumonia. I was right about my calculations. Google do work, y'all. Y'all have symptoms, look it up on Google. But I was nearing the end of the pneumonia, so it was easy to get rid of pneumonia in the hospital. They give you a whole bunch of antibiotics and stuff like that to make sure they target specifically that, and it goes away instantly. But I had to stay in the hospital for almost a week because I was not allowed to leave until my blood pressure levels got to a lower standard. And doing so, I also had damage to my kidney because my blood pressure was so high for so long. I don't know if y'all know, I've been on a supplement diet for so long, trying to make sure I don't go high in sugar levels. And in doing so, I basically went on a no sugar diet for 2 years. Over time, my taste buds adapted to it, so I don't even like sugar like that no more. But neither here nor there. I eat fruit here and there, but that's about it. But I had been focusing on no sugar for so long, like an idiot. I never thought about low sodium. You know, found out it's also low phosphorus and low. Well, that's for the kidney. That's a whole nother issue that I had. I found out I had. So I'm working on that now. I'm on a whole different diet right now, trying to make sure I clean my system out or whatever like that. So, long story short, go check yourself, y'all. Just go to the doctor. Even if you don't have insurance, you know what I'm saying? Go to urgent care. It's a couple of $100. Just go check yourself out. Get you a physical. You know, make sure you're okay. You know, and it's tough because I told my it almost put me in tears every time I think about it. I told my banker, he saved my life. He literally saved my life. Like if it wasn't for him, y'all wouldn't be seeing me no more. Straight up, based off what the doctor said. I don't know. Maybe it's not the case. Maybe God would have been blessing me. I don't know. But it was one of those situations where it was scary. So that's why I've been gone for so long. That's the end of this video. I'm gonna go ahead and post it, and just watch. I'm gonna try to have it somewhere where you can understand how urgent it was since I've been gone. I know I'm far away from the camera. Yeah, but that's it, man. So go to the doctor, y'all. Make sure y'all get checked. You know, it's a lot of different stuff out there. Eat well. Be careful about salt and sodium, and man, there's a lot of stuff out there that we eat that we don't think about. It's a lot of stuff, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Do your research. I ain't gonna tell you about no dietary and paleo and keto and all that weird stuff. Do your own damn research. And I hate vegans, but now I respect vegans for health purposes. That's all I'm gonna say. If you're a vegan because you saw a video, shut the hell up. But if you're a vegan for health purposes, I totally understand. And yeah, and that's it. All I got to say is